Thanks a million for that. I really appreciate it, but we can't afford any time for applause, etc., because there's so much going on in today's show. Oh, it's all kicking off. Hello, welcome to Big Brother's Little Brother. I hope you're very well. It's day 10, the time is 7:30. I have to say, with much regret...
I'm leaving the house, guys, because they will not provide me with underwear.
That's exactly verbatim. Massive breaking news. MBN, kids. Leo, taken to the bridge, has gone. So, we haven't got no time for any fancy graphics for the news, but we'll get it up anyway. Wow, 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 wonderful stuff. First up today, Leo's pants. Today's series of dramatic events kicked off at 1:02 p.m. when Leo visited the diary room to air his dirty laundry. Take a look at this.
I need some more underpants, Big Brother. I've run out of underwear.
Big Brother will not be providing you with more underpants. Big Brother has provided you with washing powder in order for you to wash your own.
The washing facilities for washing clothes are inadequate.
Big Brother has provided you with washing powder.
Well, then I quit, Big Brother. I quit. I'm not washing my clothes in front of other people. That's demeaning. Not good enough, Big Brother.
Leo, you are a valid and valued housemate, and Big Brother thinks it would be a shame for you to leave over underpants.
Well, I probably will.
Leave over underpants, he did, because next up on the news today, you make me feel like leaving, I want to leave the night away. Faced with the prospect of going commando, it finally became too much for our curly-haired upstairs and downstairs housemate. At 1:15, Leo made a dash for freedom. Say goodbye.
Right, I'm leaving the house, guys, because they will not provide me with underwear.
No, stop. Oh, don't be down.
I'm going to the doors now. I'm off. I'm off. Bye-bye. It's been nice. Cool. I'm leaving because they won't provide me underwear.
You can have some of mine.
I've had enough. This is insanitary. It's unclean. It's bull...
Leo?
This is Big Brother. When Leo comes.
Leo!
He's gone.
You don't want to go in there, there's a dragon in there. So, last up today, brief. After Leo's departure in search of clean pants, the house was left in a state of shock. And, quite unexpectedly, for the first time in 10 days, one housemate showed signs of life. Get your tissues ready. At 1:16, this happened.
No, they won't. No, they are, look.
He's gone. He's gone.
Oh my God, we were saying
So that means...
This is my wine.
Somebody else.
I can't believe he's gone. Who opened it?
Oh, for God's sake.
That's 3 people. Can you actually get out that week?
I know. I just can't.
I don't know whether to laugh or cry.
I know, that's how I feel. I just don't know what's going on in this bloody house.
How has Leo's departure affected you?
I've known Leo for quite some time, but to spend this time with him and to discuss certain things and for him to just leave without saying goodbye.
I can't believe that. That, for me, is absolutely extraordinary. The guy hasn't talked for 10 days, now he's crying. So that, my friends, Little Brother's big news. Get that graphic out of her. We haven't got time for that nonsense. Now, Leo is up for eviction. What does this mean? Well, I'll tell you. Tonight's eviction is going ahead as planned without Leo. So, can I get a woo? It's Carol versus Dirk. Impressive woo. Life goes on in the Big Brother house, and of course, therefore, it must go on for Little Brother. So, on tonight's show, we're going to be chatting to a man who was 1/7 of S Club, which means he was almost as close to Joe as Jackie said she'd like to be. Oh, she's a lovely old soul. It's Bradley McIntosh. First, though, a woman who claims you are what you eat. So, according to what I saw her tucking into backstage, please welcome 400 grams of Aduki beans, a pinch of blue-green algae, and a slack handful full of sprouts, otherwise known as Gillian McKeith.
Hi.
Hello, Gillian. How are you? Nice to...
Fine.
Good to have you back, Gillian.
Thank
First
you.
question is an obvious question. Leo's departure. What are your thoughts?
I could see going crazy for Aduki beans, but for underwear, come on. Not essential. Not essential.
Well, yeah, I mean, this is it. I mean, I know Leo's been up and down the last couple of days, but I didn't think he'd be the sort of person to walk at all. So, I mean, is clean underwear that important to you? If you were in there?
I don't think so. You just don't need to wear it, do you?
Do you think he would have been evicted tonight, Gillian?
He would have been evicted. I think he started out really well. He gave up his bed, and I thought that was really sweet. Mm-hmm. However, he started to unravel. Didn't you notice? He started to get a little bit crazy, and
I think tetchy, wasn't he?
I think that he was definitely on his way out tonight.
Do you think he knew that?
I think he did.
So do you think that's why he walked?
Yes.
Okay. Okay. Do you think the pants were just a cover story?
Excuse. Cover story's a good one.
Now, only you thought that, which is quite of the two nominees remaining, who are you backing?
To leave or to stay?
Stay.
I'll have to back Carol because I can't take the cigar smoking of Dirk.
What's the matter with the Dirk, man?
He's a great guy. In fact, I met him years ago when I was living in America. However, the cigar smoking is going to upset my friend Cleo.
OK, now, this is it, because your favourite's obviously Cleo, because you know
My favourite is definitely Cleo.
Cleo, all these people are coming out of the woodwork that know Cleo. Tyra Parr Tompkinson came on and met her on a private jet with Cilla Black. And they all pulled the pants down. Were you part of that party?
No, not that day, no. But I've known Cleo for years.
How do you know Cleo?
I met Cleo years ago on Judy and Richard. And then we kept in touch for a little while, then we lost touch again. We met up again at a party, and we've been friends ever since. We go out to dinner, we talk all the time.
What's her diet like?
It's good.
Is she regular?
Bowels moving every day,
Okay, nice
sometimes twice. She goes for all the healthy options. So she won't like the cigar smoking, so I've got to think of her.
Now, I want you to talk to the shopping list with
Yeah.
you. 500 grams of organic brown rice, 250 grams of organic tofu. That's good, isn't it?
Very good.
But it's offset by 78 bags of crisps and a remarkable 2,513 grams of chocolate-based products.
Which Leo ate all of, probably.
Right?
That's why he ran off.
So how do you think they're eating across
Well,
the
I know
board?
that Cleo, I can't imagine her tucking into all these crisps because she likes to take care of her skin and she doesn't want to come out in spots. The brown rice is good, packed with B vitamins, good for the nervous system, keep you calm and regular. The tofu, calm, nice protein source, so that's okay. But the crisps and chocolate, I don't get it.
No, obviously. But is 78 between the lot of them and 2,513 grams of chocolate? Is that bad? Is that excessive?
I think it's excessive, don't you?
OK. A lot of culinary confusion when the housemates tried to sort out their shopping list.
Let's
Take a look
see.
at this. Let's get your take on it.
Let's do garam masala. Oh, you know what? It's a 38-gram jar.
Kids aren't going to eat that.
Shilpa probably might not eat chips.
Anybody for Indian food? I'll
Just
make chicken curry. Will you all eat it?
Shilpa, can we have some fish fingers and chips?
An amazing
No.
jadism. Shilpa, probably don't eat chips.
No, there will not be fish fingers and chips. Can you imagine if I was in there?
I know. Well, why aren't you in there? We need you in there. You wouldn't leave to start with. Now, how
They'd all leave, though. I'd be the only one left.
How
They'd not be running out.
shocked are you to see all the food as a hassle? Is that normal? do you
It's
think?
totally normal because it's so important. You need food, you've got to have it. And they're not all going to agree on what they're going to eat. And you get very emotional about what you can and can't have, especially when you're in this closed environment. Food is very emotional. You can get really upset about it.
OK, well, this is interesting because, I mean, could what they eat affect their behaviour and their moods? For example,
Yes.
if Leo would have eaten something else, would he be less hairy? No, I don't mean hairy as in hairy. I mean as in...
Yeah. I am convinced that he was eating more junk than anybody else. And I think if he'd gone for more vegetables and maybe a bit of brown rice, he would have been a lot calmer. I think he would have seen the light.
Now,
yeah.
Dirk's a very calm guy. He definitely thinks his diet's done him some good. Take a look at this.
I haven't lost my temper for since 1987.
Why did it suddenly stop, do you think?
You want to know? I quit eating meat.
Really?
Well, I quit eating meat. I quit eating meat in 1970, you know, and I noticed a change in all of that.
I'll tell you something very tragic. He's been a very sick man.
Really?
Yes.
Oh my God, why?
Yes, he had prostate cancer at 40. And the reason he eats the way he eats now is because he completely changed his way of eating and almost cured himself. That's what he wrote the book about. Yes.
That is Dirk's theory. What do you make of it?
All right. He, in the 70s, did eat a lot of meat, and he met this woman called Gloria Swanson, who was an American actress, who introduced him to something called macrobiotics, which meant coming off of meat. And what macrobiotics is, very quickly, is going back to basics with food, eating food in its whole natural state. So I don't think he can credit curing his cancer with just coming off the meat, because he did a lot more than that.
Okay.
He started to eat in a very balanced way, beans, grains, seeds, legumes, seaweeds, and a lot of vegetables. And he was really into it. And he wrote a book called Kamikaze Kid, which explained exactly what he did. So, and who knows what kind of meat he was eating, really. Maybe it was hormone injected, maybe it was cheap meats, but it wasn't just the meat. I'm convinced of that. It's what he added into his diet.
Brilliant. Hey, listen, thank you ever so much. It's lovely to have you on. Presumably you're back in Cleo, right?
Absolutely.
Thank you very much, Gillian McKeith. Wow. Where is she? They're racking up for Cleo now.
Oh, fantastic.
fantastic.
Wonderful stuff. Now, while we're in the thick of Celebrity Big Brother, we are holding our breath for Big Brother 8. Auditions are already underway. I'm taking to the bridge. We sent our friend Charlotte to separate the leek from the chav in Cardiff.
Well done. Last year, Wales yielded rich pickings for the Big Brother house in the form of the lovely Imogen and the gorgeous Glyn. I'm here in the city of Cardiff to see if that Welsh dragon can roar once more for BB8. I've seen my first person who's dressed in a fun way. I'm going to go and speak to her. A lot of people have made a lot of effort today, and you've just not.
I dressed up in a sheep's outfit once, ran through my town and got attacked by seagulls.
What can you bring to Big Brother?
I'm nuts. Well, that's what everyone tells me.
I'm crazy and I'm good at dancing.
There's too many lively people in there, so they do need a bit of calming down as well.
And how would you calm them down? Just through sheer dullness? When you get to the front of the queue, you are hemmed in by my man Tim here. But I have managed to persuade him to let me into the warm-up sessions. So I'm going to run on down. Tim, count us through.
Your team 1 and your team 2.
Hi, I've got through to like the top secret chat upstairs. So can you take my picture, please, and you know, give me a sticker?
You need to see a stamp before you can get a sticker.
Well, do you know what happened? I cried such tears of joy that I got through that it kind of rubbed it off.
All right, the Big Brother auditions are still making their way around the country in Newcastle, Birmingham, Dublin, Manchester and London. Go to the website for more details. Maybe you'll win, or maybe you won't win, but you'll be on Celebrity Big Brother in 5.5 years' time with your mum. So listen, before we go any further, we've got David, who's Leo's friend. It's very nice to meet you, David. Round of applause for David, please. David, just a very brief chat with you. Firstly, are you shocked that... you're obviously down here because he could have got evicted tonight.
Yeah.
And were you shocked that Leo walked?
Yes, because I thought that he... Well, yes and no, in that he's such a free-spirited guy. I think caging him up for too long, even though he's used to being on the road with bands and all that, you know. Yes, I was a bit surprised. And I didn't think he was going to get evicted.
Are you surprised with how he... Because he has unravelled, doesn't he? Are you surprised with how he's unravelled over the last couple of days?
Because what you see is what you get with Leo. I've known him for 35 years, since the day I discovered him, basically. And I've never had a crossword with him, and I've never seen him lose his temper.
Is he this leery about pants? Have you shared pants with Leo?
I didn't even know he wore any.
OK. And lastly, do you think he would be going home tonight if he was still in the house?
No, I don't think he would. But then that's just my confidence in him. But I thought the public really would have taken to Leo because he's like the boy next door and he's so friendly. And I think they're going to miss that spirit in there.
Sure. OK, listen, I know it's very brief. Thanks a lot, David. Really appreciate you being with us.
Good to see you.
David, everyone.
Thank you.
Right. Going to take you to the bridge, taking the bridge, wonderful. Now, it's time to meet some very special people, cleverly arranged in front of the relevant nominees. It's a friends and family, kind of. In Dirk's case, fan. We've got Michaela for Carol. Hello, how are you?
I'm good,
From Hollyoaks, nice to have you with us. And Ben, who's an uber fan of Dirk's. Is that right, Ben?
Good to meet you, mate.
Nice to meet you. Good to have you with us. So, firstly, either of you upset that Leo's gone? Because obviously it's going to increase the chances of your potential housemate going tonight.
I'm not really upset.
I'm totally gutted because he was going. That's what's bugging me.
Right.
You know.
Well, here's the deal. We want you each to support your housemate. You will have absolute freedom to speak in their defence, apart from no fruity language, as long as your light box is lit blue, OK? And until the lights go off and you hear the housemate say no. So, for example, if Donnie was around and I was a guest on the show and I was sticking up for Donnie, I was supporting him, it goes blue, I'd say, oh, please don't get Donnie out, best is yet to come. He's a great housemate until I was interrupted by Donnie saying...
All right, sunshine.
There we go. It's easy peasy Japanesey. Now, we don't know how long you've got, but you'll have equal time, I guarantee that, and your time starts now with Carol.
You haven't seen the rest of her yet. She has got so much more to give, and she's one that's full of gossip. So you've got to keep her there, and that's it. She's got to stay. Just don't let her go home, because it'll be dead without her. No.
Come on, Dirk's been a solid trooper. He's giving us all in there. He didn't want to be there, but he's in there anyway. He's keeping the spirits high. He's doing it for the A-team he's representing.
No,
Dirk
Carol.
She's got to put somebody in her place yet. That's exactly what you're missing from Carol. You haven't really seen the rap come around.
Come on, this is dirt. Look at the face. It says it all. The face man. Come on, we've grown up with this guy. Face man, star, but the guy's a legend. You've got to keep him in there.
Carol!
It's a mercy mission for her husband. He's actually learning to cook while she's in there, so just keep him cooking.
Come on, we just got to keep this man in there. He's a hit the ladies. He's pulling the scams. He is the face man.
Thank you very much, friends and family. This lot have illuminated us, but have they flicked your switch? Remember, it's a vote to... No, it's not. It's a vote to evict. You're so sussed. To evict Carol, call 0991 32 33 01 or text Carol to 844 66. Or to evict Dirk, call 0991 32 33 04 or text Dirk to 844 66. Packed show tonight. After the break, speaking of man has had more number ones than Carol's had number two. See you in Too Many. Welcome back to Big Brother's Little Brother. So much to get through today. It's day 10 and the time is 7:50. Our next guest is a musician who's had more top 10 hits than Leo Sayer, and he loves going commando. It's Bradley McIntosh. Nice to have you with us. So, breaking news is that Leo's gone. What's your reaction to that? What do you think?
I think it's a shame because, you know, it's now two other people that I think should have stayed in are going to have to go. You know, I don't really know Leo, but I think that the whole issue with him not having no underwear, it's a bit petty, I think.
I know, but I think the thing about the house is it just gets so claustrophobic that those tiny little things suddenly mean...
Yeah, that's true, that's true. I mean, it must be hard, but at the same time, if you're going into Big Brother, you should kind of know what you're putting yourself into. I mean, there's always going to be surprises ahead of you, you know.
Do you think, and this is to both of you, do you think it was really pant-related, or do you think there was a wider issue at stake here?
I think it was the smells from all the crisps and chocolate, all the farts and burps. That's why he had to leave.
Get off crisps back. Crisps are good. So, do you think he would have been evicted had he stayed in?
If he stayed in after that whole pants, he made a fuss about the pants issue. I think sometimes when people see that, it comes across a bit like, come on now.
Yeah.
You know, the fact that he did that and he left, you know, you can't really say much about that. Now.
Right, back to business. Obviously, you're here to cheer Jo on, I guess. So, how do you think she's doing?
That's my girl. I think she's doing amazing. I'm surprised that she's even there, you know.
She did say she didn't tell anyone, did she?
She didn't tell me. She didn't tell me. I don't know who she told, but she kept it on the hush.
She said she didn't tell any of her bandmates?
No.
So, why are you surprised she's in there?
I don't know. I just thought that Jo's she's quite a private person. Well, as far as what I've known of her, she's always been kind of private. She doesn't really let everyone know about her private life and stuff. So I think that seeing her on there, I thought, okay, let's see how you're going to handle yourself.
Well, I was shocked because obviously I've interviewed you guys before when you were in the band, and she would always be the one who would be quite, very friendly but quite quiet.
Yeah, definitely.
Sit in the background. Yeah.
But she's doing all right. She's being herself. She's being natural. She's just getting on with it. She looks like she's having a good time as well. She's just being real. So.
Well, telekinesis, she is somehow morphing to you somehow or another. Some sort of messages. Check this out.
I swear on my life, right, I was in there when I was having a sleep and I dreamt Bradley walked through them gold doors.
You should go in.
How about that? Any truth in that? Did you break in?
No, you know I'm a big fan of Big Brother, right? I've come up here a few times and, you know, I watch the show a lot, but I don't think, myself personally, I could handle myself in that house. For the first few days, you know, when everyone gets in there, they put on the brave face, they put on the front. Yeah. And you see the cracks start to show.
Absolutely.
Me in 2 days, you'd see that. You know,
and just a wee visit, though.
And just lastly, how do you think Ian's getting on? Because it's the same sort of ilk and musician and so forth. Just very briefly.
I think he's doing all right. I mean, he's, you know, you're talking about H, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I don't really know him as Ian, but
okay. Well,
I think he could be a bit more natural. I think he's aware of the cameras and he could just relax a bit more and just, you know.
Sure. Bradley, it's lovely to have you with us.
No
See
worries,
you back
man.
in.
Jo, of course, my girl number one.
Thank you very much, Bradley. Everyone.
Yeah.
I've never looked more ugly in all my life.
Now, as the big Geordie man says, the Big Brother house has spoken, putting Carol, Dirk and Leo up for eviction. Leo has, of course, done a runner and taken himself out of the equation. But if the people of Glasgow, Cardiff, Nottingham and Dublin had spoken instead, then what state would the house be in? Utter chaos.
Hey, it's Glenn here, getting the Welsh views from Cardiff. If you could nominate one person to get evicted tonight, who would it be?
Jimmy in.
Why Jimmy in?
Hello, I'm Shabazz in the St Enoch Centre in Glasgow. Do you watch Celebrity Big Brother? Do you watch?
It's me,
Australia, and I'm in freezing cold Nottingham. Hello, handsome. Are you watching Celebrity Big Brother at the minute?
No, I haven't got a telly, sorry, I'm a monk. I live in a monastery.
I don't have somebody in person in particular I want to get out today, but whosoever would be unlucky to get out today, that's it.
You're a monk?
Yes, I am.
Oh, congratulations.
Welcome to Henry Street, the heart of Dublin. Check it out. If you were in the house, who would you nominate?
Nominate Jack.
Jade!
He's only 19, Jade's 25. It doesn't make sense.
Because she's too bossy.
Look, this Graham is telling him what to say from over there.
If you were in there, who would you nominate this week?
Oh, I didn't consider which of them I should nominate. I was looking at them last night.
Do you want to be in Big Brother's little brother?
Nah. What about Dirk Benedict? Would he be your kind of man?
Oh, yes, yes.
What about Jay Goody? Do you like her?
Yeah, he's great too.
Who do you want out?
Shelpa, because she's really arrogant.
Leo is an idiot. He is pathetic.
Get Jade out, Jade out.
All right. Oh, my head.
Have you been...
All right, thank you. That hurts.
This has been Shabazz in a shopping centre in Glasgow. What?
Hello! Who do you want out?
Dirk.
Why Dirk?
Because he's arrogant and has too many cigars.
Who wants Carol out?
We do.
Why do you want Carol out?
We love Iceman.
Thank you very much. There's a crowd. We're back on Sunday at 1:50. Davina with the live conviction show tonight. And of course, Russell is back tonight too. We'll see you on Sunday. Bye.